Welcome back to another massive high energy session of English with Podcasts. I am Emma, and today we are solving the number one frustration for every English learner in the world.
And I am Leo. Hello, Emma, and a huge warm hello to our global family. Today, we are stepping into the hidden sounds of English.
This is a massive topic. It's about the secret code of how English actually sounds in real life. Before we reveal the official title, let's play our favorite game. I have 3 hints about the invisible English we are exploring today.
Hint number 1. It involves connected speech, where 2 words crash together to make a brand new sound.
Hint number 2. It's about sentence stress. We are like musicians. We emphasize the big, important words and swallow the small ones.
And hint number 3. Once you master these patterns, you won't just understand native speakers, you will start to sound like one too.
Have you guessed it? Today, we are mastering the vocabulary and the phonetics of how to understand native English faster.
This is our biggest listening stamina episode yet. I'll be the confused learner, and Emma will be the fluency coach. Let's get into the rhythm.
To understand fast English, you must master reductions. Instead of going to, we say, I'm gonna grab a coffee. Do you want to come along?
Vocabulary deep dive. Gonna is the reduction of going to. Wanna is want to. These help us save energy and breath.
Now for the linking. When a word ends in a consonant and the next starts with a vowel, they link. You say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Why this matters. To your ears, it sounds like an apple a day. Native English is a continuous stream of sound.
If you want to sound natural, use the flap T. Instead of a sharp T, say, could I get a bottle of water, please?
Phonetic secret. In many accents, a T between 2 vowels sounds like a fast, light D. Bottle sounds like bottle.
Now let's talk about elision. This is when we delete a sound entirely. You say next door or stand by.
Listening tip. We don't say the T in next. It sounds like next door. This is why your ears get confused.
Now for the most important sound, the schwa. You say, I'm about today's support.
The lazy sound. The schwa is a neutral, relaxed sound. It's the in amazing.
Now for contractions. Instead of I would have, you say, I would have called you, but I've been so caught up.
Speed trick. Would've often sounds like woulda, and caught up links to sound like caught up.
If you are confused, use a clarification phrase. You say, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Essential English. Didn't quite catch that is a natural way to say I didn't understand.
Now for intonation patterns. You say, you're coming, aren't you? Versus, you're coming, aren't you?
The music of English. Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice. It changes the meaning of the sentence.
Let's look at fillers. You say, I was thinking that, maybe we should, head out?
Listening stamina. Fillers like and have 0 meaning. Your brain must learn to ignore them.
Now for clustering. You say strengths or scripts.
Pronunciation challenge. Clusters are groups of consonants together. They are hard to hear at high speed.
If you want to shadow someone, you say, I'm just going to mimic your rhythm and pacing.
Fluency tool. Shadowing is repeating exactly what a native speaker says at the same time.
Now for glottal stops. Many speakers say, I'm gonna hike that mountain this weekend.
Dialect note. A glottal stop is when you stop the air in your throat instead of making a clear T.
Let's discuss assimilation. When D and Y meet, they change. You say, did you like it? But it sounds like, did you?
Sound shift. This happens when words blend. Meet you becomes meet you. It's very common.
Now for weak forms. Small words like and, to, and for become very weak. You say bread and butter.
Rhythm secret. We don't say and clearly. We just say a tiny N sound. This keeps the beat of the sentence.
Now for vowel merging. In fast speech, I am becomes I'm. You are becomes you're.
Grammatical sounds. These contractions are essential for speed. If you say I am, you sound too formal.
Now for thought groups. We speak in small chunks of meaning. You say, if you want to go, we can leave now.
Pacing tip. Native speakers pause between groups, not between every word. Listen for the pauses.
If you want to sound polished, use softening. You say, I was wondering if you had a sec to chat.
Casual connection. Wonderin' drops the G and ifya links the sounds together.
Now for back channeling. While listening, you say, uh-huh, right, or I see.
Active listening. These sounds show you're following the conversation even if it's fast.
Let's try sentence stress practice. Say, I didn't say he stole the money. Change the stress every time.
Meaning shift. If you stress I, it means someone else said it. If you stress money, it means he stole something else.
Now for intrusive sounds. When two vowels meet, we add a sound. You say go away, but it sounds like go away.
Linking secret. We naturally add a W or a Y to make the transition smoother between vowels.
Let's talk about H dropping. In fast speech, him or her often loses the H. You say, I saw him yesterday.
Pronunciation hack. This is very common in casual conversation. Tell her instead of tell her.
Now for vowel reduction in function words. The word can usually sounds like kun. You say, I can do it.
Emphasis rule. We only say a full can if we are emphasizing the ability. Usually, it's just a quick schwa sound.
Now for palatalization. When T or D meets S or Z, the sound changes slightly. You say, what's your name, but it sounds like whatsure.
Sound shift. This happens when words blend. Meet you becomes meet you. It's very common.
Now for weak forms. Small words like and, to, and for become very weak. You say bread and butter.
Rhythm secret. We don't say and clearly. We just say a tiny n sound. This keeps the beat of the sentence.
Let's look at vowel merging. In fast speech, I am becomes I'm. You are becomes you're.
Grammatical sounds. These contractions are essential for speed. If you say I am, you sound too formal.
Now for thought groups. We speak in small chunks of meaning. You say, if you want to go, we can leave now.
Pacing tip. Native speakers pause between groups, not between every word. Listen for the pauses.
If you want to sound polished, use softening. You say, I was wondering if you had a sec to chat.
Casual connection. Wonderin' drops the G, and ifya links the sounds together.
Now for back channeling. While listening, you say, uh-huh, right, or I see.
Active listening. These sounds show you are following the conversation, even if it's fast.
Let's try sentence stress practice. Say, I didn't say he stole the money. Change the stress every time.
Meaning shift. If you stress I, it means someone else said it. If you stress money, it means he stole something else.
Now for intrusive sounds. When two vowels meet, we add a sound. You say, go away, but it sounds like go away.
Linking secret. We naturally add a W or a Y to make the transition smoother between vowels.
Let's talk about H dropping. In fast speech, him or her often loses the H. You say, I saw him yesterday.
Pronunciation hack. This is very common in casual conversation. Tell her instead of tell her.
Now for vowel reduction in function words. The word can usually sounds like kn. You say, I can do it.
Emphasis rule. We only say a full can if we are emphasizing the ability. Usually it's just a quick schwa sound.
What about palatalization? When T or D meets S or Z, the sound changes slightly. You say, what's your name? But it sounds like what'sher.
Sound evolution. It's like the mouth finds a shortcut. Would you becomes would you. It's all about efficiency.
Let's explore dropped syllables. In common words, we often skip a whole syllable. You say family, sounds like family.
Fast vocabulary. Business becomes business. Favorite becomes favorite. We cut the middle vowel.
Now for yai coalescence. When a word ends in T and the next is U, it becomes a ch sound. Don't you becomes don'tcha.
Listen for the ch. You'll hear this in almost every movie. Meet you links to sound like meet you.
Let's discuss diphthong smoothing. In fast speech, long vowels get shorter. You say, I'm going to town, but going sounds like going.
Smooth transitions. We don't always finish the full sound of the vowel if we are rushing to the next word.
What about gliding? In fast English, vowels can slide into each other. You say react, but it sounds like react.
Vowel flow. This is similar to intrusive sounds. It's all about making the transition between sounds effortless.
Now for double contractions. This is very advanced. You say I'd have instead of I would have.
Listening challenge. This sounds like Ida. It's extremely fast and used in casual storytelling.
Now for negative contractions. Instead of cannot, we say can't. But in fast speech, the T is often silent.
Secret signal. We know it's negative because the vowel is slightly longer or the air stops suddenly. I can't go versus I can go.
Now for T linking to vowels. If a word ends in T and the next starts with a vowel, it becomes a flap D. Get out sounds like get out.
Sound logic. It's the same as the flap T inside a word. It keeps the flow moving forward.
Let's talk about reduction of. The word of usually sounds like You say kind of becomes kinda.
Idiom alert. Sort of becomes sorta. Out of becomes outa.
Now for initial consonant deletion. Sometimes we drop the first sound. You say bout instead of about.
Casual style. Cuz instead of because. Sup instead of what is up.
Let's discuss vowel-vowel linking. When a word ends in I or E and the next starts with a vowel, we add a Y. See it sounds like see it.
The hidden Y. This is why it sounds so smooth. Your mouth naturally slides into that Y sound to bridge the gap.
Now for the dark L. When L is at the end of a word, it's deeper. You say feel or real.
Mouth position. Instead of the tip of the tongue touching the teeth, the back of the tongue rises. It makes the word sound heavy.
Let's look at auxiliary verb deletion. In very casual fast speech, we skip are or have. You say you ready instead of are you ready.
Daily efficiency. We also say you seen it instead of have you seen it. The meaning is clear from the context.
Now for consonant cluster simplification. When 3 consonants are together, we skip the middle one. Sandwich often sounds like sandwich.
Sound cutting. Clothes often sounds like close. Months can sound like months. It's all about speed.
Now for stress-timed rhythm. English isn't syllable-timed. You say the cat is on the mat.
Beat of the language. The beat between cat and mat is the same even if we had more small words in between.
Now for final consonant devoicing. Sometimes a Z sound at the end sounds more like an S. Has becomes has in fast speech.
Subtle shifts. This happens because we are preparing our mouth for the next word.
Now for flapping across word boundaries. If a word ends in D and the next starts with a vowel, it can flap. You say made of sounds like made of.
Fluidity. This creates a D sound that isn't really a D. It's that light, quick tap of the tongue.
Now for pronoun reduction. Words like them often become just M. You say give M a call.
Grammar shortcut. Even he or his can drop the initial sound. Did he see his brother? Sounds like a native in a hurry.
Now for vowel elision in unstressed syllables. In words like camera, the E disappears. You say camera.
Sound efficiency. History becomes histree. Separate becomes separate. If you say every syllable, you'll be behind the speaker.
Finally, high-frequency phrasal verbs. You say, I gotta look into that.
Daily English. Gotta is got to, and look into means to investigate. Emma, let's put these fast English secrets into our massive immersion roleplay. We are at a busy airport.
Emma, let's put these fast English secrets into our massive immersion roleplay. We're at a busy airport. Attention all passengers for Flight 702. We're going to begin boarding in a few minutes. Please have your passports ready.
Wait, Emma, I didn't quite catch that. Did you say Flight 702?
That's right, Leo. I'm going to repeat it. We're boarding soon. You've got your passport, don't you?
Yes, I've got it. But you said boardin'. You dropped the G.
Exactly. It makes the commute feel faster. How are you finding the airport vibe?
It's a bit overcast, but the terminal is out of this world busy. I've been meaning to ask, is the flight on time?
There was some volatility, but we're robust now. We'll head off soon. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It really is. I'm starting to hear the linking and the reductions now.
You're catching on quickly. I'll let you get back to your luggage. I hope you have a wonderful trip.
Thanks. Let's definitely grab a coffee when I'm back. Phew, when you link everything, it sounds like a different language.
It feels that way, but your brain starts to fill in the gaps automatically.
You're right. Once you see the pattern of sentence stress, the speed doesn't matter as much.
If you stayed until the very end, comment the word fast below.
We believe in you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to English with Podcasts.
Keep listening, keep shadowing, and keep growing.
See you in the next massive episode.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.